Hi everybody, this is Vicki Woodyard, and I want to talk to you briefly about something called self-observation as it is described in the work. Normally, we are not practicing self-observation because we are busy living our lives mechanically. So to practice self-observation, you have to create a witness, which the work calls man A, that can watch man B, which is your ego personality at work in the world. It's mechanical. So now you've divided yourself into two parts, the observer, which is your higher self, and the observed, which is your mechanical sleeping state that is living its life in your name, but it's not really you. So right now I'm sitting here talking about observing myself. So we start with the physical level. I say, well, I'm rubbing my arm and I've got a pen and here's a notebook and I'm at the table and now I'm just looking around, just seeing where I am. I'm in the kitchen sitting in a chair at the table. And as long as I'm this observer, there's a peace and a silence around me because the ego has vanished. The ego's vanished. But as soon as I forget that I am the watcher, the ego comes in, takes over, and Vicki is at the mercy of her ego again. Now, all this is very subtle, and it's happening to everybody, no exceptions. It's happening to you, and it's happening to me. There are no enlightened people that are awake all the time. They may make that claim, but it's just not true. Yes, we have a true self, which is the witness, and a false self, which is the ego, and never the twain shall meet. The mechanical sleeping man has not yet heard of the witness. A good teacher is going to give you shocks to knock you out of your thinking state, and that is what Vernon Howard did. He knew how to wake us up by yelling at us and banging the table, meaning, listen to me with your real ears. You know, the Bible says, ye that have ears to hear, let them hear. Someone asked me to take a Bible verse and explain the esoteric meaning. Well, let me say, I can use that as an example. He who has ears to hear, meaning he who knows he is suffering. And the only way out of mechanical suffering is conscious suffering. So the person that knows they're suffering and knows there has to be a higher answer than their ego has ears to hear. So just try to hear what I'm saying and know that you're suffering because you're asleep, but that if you create a witness that can watch this suffering self, it'll disappear. It is rather miraculous. Thanks for listening.